I can never stay far enough away from doing tarot, you know? I'll say, oh, don't expect me to be here a lot. And then I'll be here like every day. I just don't want to be like, I don't know. Whatever. I'm finding my feet in life in general. I love shuffling, love pulling cards. Whoa. All right. We've got a deep reading ahead of us. We open with the Queen of Discs, which has been a very pervasive energy in the readings that I've been doing. And then we have the Empress. Then we have the Lovers. And then so I pulled out the Lovers thinking it was one card. And then dun, 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 it's the Hermit. And then we have the Five of Swords beneath the deck. So feeling that I might be reading for somebody who is single and very passionately seeking connection and relationship, but isn't realizing that they are not ready for the kind of relationship they deserve because of a lack of, there's some kind of, I'm feeling like a perversion of self-nurture. There's a way that you care for yourself, you or someone you know. There's a way that nurture is projected onto the self that is perverted and weird, or there is a lack thereof. I'm receiving the energy of a woman who is very beautiful and able to give love, very poised and graced, Libra, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus even, very put together, but internally a little bit disheveled because of, so it's like you project beauty, love, wow, outside into the world, but inside it's a bit dark, it's a bit twisted, and that projection inward is not, it's an issue. How are you able to give love, so much of it, and yet not receive it, or feel very uncomfortable maybe when someone wants to dote on you, when someone gifts you something for nothing? This is a frequency as well that I have been in. Scorpios tend to do this as well. We love to be in a very victim. We love to be in victim mode with the subconscious desire of protecting ourselves. So we will hide ourselves from the world because we're afraid, and then we'll say, I don't belong in this world. But you're hiding from it. How can you belong to a world that you don't even want to stand up and see? You don't even want to participate. And I think that with this, beneath that, we have the moon. It just takes a curiosity of why you feel the way you do. That's all. I think that's what can help with whatever this weird frequency is. The Hermit and the Lovers together, especially from this deck, the Intuitive Tarot, it doesn't feel... It feels really shadowy, honestly. I really can't let go of that word perversion as well. Ugh, like the sense of Stockholm syndrome, when someone is kidnapped and then they fall in love with their kidnapper. Whatever that frequency is what I'm getting here. Not that in particular, though. Sorry, I speak in metaphors. Please don't take the things I say like super literally. I'm trying to get the energy, not the actual words of what I'm saying. So let me try to expand. It could also be, it's the vibe also of, who is that psychologist? Is it Carl Jung who fell in love with his mother? Or the general idea of how when we seek relationships, we're always seeking, so at least in my experience, we don't just seek versions of our parents in relationship. We seek shadow versions of our parents. Versions of them that we have not addressed that are also prevalent in us. Do you see how twisted all of that is? You know what I'm saying? That stuff. That subconscious, deep, layered stuff that will require a lot of stillness, self-reflection, possibly journaling, a lot of acts of self-nurture, massaging the self, giving yourself a bath, moving slow, giving yourself time. Don't rush yourself anymore. Try to rush yourself so little. If you find yourself going and you're moving too fast, try to put a break on that for yourself. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. Stand up This to me, and not just the crouched position, but the idea of a body being contained, and it feels like there's a rigidness to this that requires a slow, intentional, fluid expansion. Like, this is a bit grotesque, but can you imagine with how a body goes into rigor mortis? If a body had to come back to life again after it finishes its process of dying, the way that it would have to, you'd have to move and stretch the muscles again, and the blood would have to flow again. And, the idea of like a zombie waking up or a vampire waking up or something like that. That's the image of what I'm getting here. Something that was previously still stuck rigid, cold, needs warmth on it. Could be your heart, could be your home. She loves to decorate her place. Maybe that's what you need. Go out of your way to keep flowers close by so that when you see them, you're happy, Little things like that. Do your nails, and because this is a feminine reading, but to whoever, do your nails and do them in a pattern that makes you happy. But again, mostly just really deep reflection on the self needs to take place here about what you're scared of and why you're scared of it. And I think I'm going to actually leave it at that. Maybe pick one card to read the interpretation of. I'm going to pick the Hermit. We have promptings from this unconscious that should not be ignored. Deep guidance, the voice of the soul urging you on to fulfill your destiny. The path of the unknown. Fear that must be faced in order to grow, which I think is actually worth noting. There are two dark figures in this reading. Two like barely faced, just shadowy, what am I looking at? Figures. Both nude, vulnerable, tense state to be in. Necessary withdrawal from the rat race, from a given situation, from the familiar, waiting for the right time. And I think that's something that is really underestimated about feminine energy, that it knows. Feminine energy has the kind of wisdom that is illogical. No words, no explanation. It is from that abyss, void source that you have to trust. You simply must trust that whatever these figures are, they will not harm you. They're only here to teach you something. They're not going to hurt you. I think it's worth noting that in the interpretation of this card, it's highlighted that this person does not know of this figure's intentions. For all she knows, this person could be trying to give you the sword to protect yourself. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on, but you're already crouched and fearing. Fear or love? Will you choose fear or love? Fundamentally, that's what it comes down to. Everything we do. Are you going to act from a place of fear or a place of love? Your heart, your own self, a part of your own self, prefers for you to act from a place of love, regardless of the fearful consequences that might come from that. Just keep moving from love, even if it's crazy. Try it out for a week. Make decisions only based on love for a whole week and see how your life changes. It will. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. For more, you can reach out to me via each of my social media platforms, DM. My services are available on those platforms too, but you can also ask me. I can send you a little card thingy. And I'll see you in the next reading.